This next storyteller grew up in a time of apartheid, and essentially, education became his freedom. Give it up for Mr. M. Andrew Motaung.
It was one of those beautiful days in South Africa. Sun shining, bright. I'm walking down the street, holding her hand, in love, deeply in love with her. Her name was Frida. She was beautiful, dark-skinned, beautiful set of teeth in her mouth, beautiful smile. I was the Romeo, and she was the Juliet. If you're in love, you don't think about anything else. That was me, 19. Oblivious in my own world, just walking down the street with the girl that I loved. As we were walking down Kudu Street towards where Kudu was intersecting with Mogadishu Street, we see a truck, a yellow truck, coming down the street towards us, speeding towards us. And Frida and I just looked at it. We knew there was South African police in that truck, but we didn't care because we were in love, bothering nobody, just walking. And the truck keeps on coming and coming and coming. Kudu Street, it's a gravel street. As it was coming closer and closer, it got bigger and bigger. And we're looking at it, it's like, this thing is coming towards us. It's not like going to pass us, it's coming straight towards us. And a few feet away from us, they apply the brakes. And of course, if you apply brakes on a speeding car on a gravel road, it's gonna skid. And that's what happened. It skidded towards us. A big cloud of dust came behind it and covered Frida and I. In South Africa, you don't have any time to stop and think and negotiate and explain. Under apartheid, it's time to split. It's time to run for your life. I lived my life like a gazelle or a deer in South Africa, getting chased by lions all the time. At that moment, I wasn't brave anymore. I had to run for my life. They jumped out of this yellow truck. We used to call them the mellow yellows. They had the shambox with them, the white South African police. This is what they had. And started chasing me, started chasing Frida. I ran to the right, Frida ran to the left. I jumped fence after fence after fence until I got to the next street and ran for the next 4 miles until I got to the house. I sat on the couch after I arrived at home, wondering what happened to Frida. I was angry and frustrated. I was angry that I did not have the right to walk down the street in my own country with the girl that I loved. I was angry that the system of apartheid has taken my humanity away from me to the point where I did not have the right to walk down the street with this girl that I love so much. And it pissed me off deeply. I took it personal. But I had to walk back to go find out what happened to Frida. And I had to gain my strength to walk back. I did. Slowly but surely. I walked down the same street where I was chased by the police, and I arrived at Frida's house. It was quiet, and the silence was deafening. I knocked on the door, and nobody answered. I knocked again, and nobody answered. I could feel the chill running down my spine, the dread simmering into every nerve in my body. At that point, my legs became too weak to carry my body, and I crashed. I didn't know what happened to Frida. I walked towards the gate, and I stopped. Everything just seemed slow motion, black and white. I didn't see anybody else. I was wondering what happened to my girlfriend. At that moment when I was standing there, I had something touch me on my shoulder. I turned around. It was Frida's friend, Eunice. And she said, "Andrew, good to see you." I said, "Eunice, where's Frida?" And she said, "Come down." She made it back home. She's in my house. That was my life in South Africa. That's one of my stories in South Africa. I longed for freedom. I wanted to go where I can live my life without being chased by police down the street, and America seemed to be like that place for me. Or at least we dreamed about a place like America and land of freedom. In South Africa, we used to see all these interracial couples, black, white, Japanese, Chinese, everybody living and working together. We wanted to come here. I wanted to come up here. The only way to come up here was to go to school and educate ourselves, which I did. I received a full scholarship to come to America, and I started my college down at a small college in North Carolina called Montreat Anderson College, up in Asheville. Now, this is where things started to be a little different. My roommate, his name was Garrett Stanfield. Red hair, freckles, big head, no girlfriend, watch cartoons the whole day, sit crisscross, weird. And he was my roommate, and I came from South Africa. I had a strong relationship with white people because of my experiences in South Africa. And when I came up here, I have this strange dude here as my roommate. And he used to do all kinds of crazy things in the room. I'm like, get out of here. So one day, Garrett decided, at least to me, he decided he's gonna change the clocks in the room, change the time. And I'm looking at this fool, I'm like, I know white people are strange because of my experiences in South Africa. But I didn't know you were that strange that you think you can just change time. Which to me, this is what this fool is doing. He's changing all the clocks in the room. And I said, listen man, you can change your own time if you want to change time. You ain't touching my time. Change your own clocks, leave mine alone. And we go back and forth, we're fighting. He's trying to explain, I don't want to hear anything. Change your own time. At the end, he decided to just give up. Because in my head, he's strange, and now he's gonna change time? Come on, I can't deal with it. He changed his clocks. We agreed he's gonna leave mine. And he left mine alone. The next day was a Sunday. I get up early in the morning and I go to church. When I go to church, there's nobody at church. And I'm standing there. How come nobody told me there's no church today? And I'm frustrated. This is America, it's a strange land. Maybe they just decided there's no church on a Sunday. So, and I look around on the parking lot, there are no cars either. Oh my gosh, this, I looked at my time, and I'm on time. So I walked back to the dorm. The chapel was on campus, so I just walked to church. So I walked back to the dorm. And all the guests are just getting ready for church. I'm like, what's going on here? I mean, what time is church today? Oh, church is at 10 o'clock today. I'm like, well, it's almost 11 o'clock. What's going on? So they tried to explain what's going on. It's just a complicated story. We don't have time savings in South Africa. Daylight savings, we don't have it. We don't have daylight savings. So nobody explained to me what daylight savings is. And I was really, really frustrated and confused. And based on my relationship with white South Africa, and when a white person came and changed time, I was like, this is not working for me. Needless to say, I did make it through that, and my wife is here today. Hi, April. I was gonna, can you stand up so they can see you? That's not freedom. That's April. And we've been married for 20 years now. That's my American story, thank you.